Hey everyone, I'm Jane Greaves. I'm a journalist covering art events around the world, but especially in my hometown, New York City. May is a busy month here, filled with art events. Following Frieze last week, TEFAF is another major art fair happening in the city. TEFAF stands for the European Fine Art Foundation, which started in Maastricht in 1988 and expanded to New York in 2017. This year, in its 10th edition, nearly 90 exhibitors are presenting art ranging from the antiquities up to today in this beautiful historic landmark located on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, the Park Avenue Armory. There is a lot to cover. The main floor, the former drill hall, and 16 period rooms. Let's go.
Hello, I am Jacques Lacoste from Galerie Jacques Lacoste in Paris. We are exhibiting here in TEFAF New York for a few days, and the gallery is showing 20th century furniture and works of art. Design from Art Nouveau to the 30s and the 50s. So here, I'll highlight is this room designed by Jean-Michel and for a very famous aristocrat family in Paris in the 30s. And Jean-Michel asked Salvador Dalí to design this very famous couch and Alberto Giacometti for the plaster medallion. It's the important movement of Surrealism introduced by Dalí into furniture. This is where Dalí introduces erotic design. It was like a real scandal in the 30s to have this May-waist lips and be able to sit on them. And otherwise, we exhibit famous sculptors like Diego Giacometti chairs or Alberto Giacometti, very famous cup. It's like a synthesis of ancient Egyptian piece of furniture. It could be Roman, could be archaic, and it is so simple, almost universal. The gallery is also very specialized in Art Deco. Here you have two panels by this very famous lacquer artist called Jean Dunant, who worked in a cubist way with eggshell. And here the salamander is made of lacquer of pearl, which is very unusual for his work. Another work of Jean Dunant here, where you can understand the very geometrical patterns on the fabric, on the skirt and the dress, which is typical of this 1920 aesthetic. Here you have a Miro 1962 bronze sculpture. It's a maquette of this huge door done in the Mag Foundation in Saint-Paul-de-Vence in the south of France. It's a quite important sculpture. Here it's also an important bronze by this French sculptor in Paris who arrived in around 1910 Osip Zadkin, and the model is Nicole Groult, very famous fashion designer in the 20s, and it's a cubist sculpture where you can see here the face is completely hollow, and the hands, it's a way of playing with emptiness, strong, the lines, the curve. And as she was a fashion designer here, you can see the delicacy of the pattern on the dress and the little necklace, very simple. The show has been really very good for us. We met new people, new collectors, and well, we did very well.
Here you are in the Mitterrand Gallery I built 35 years ago. You have some of the best works from Claude and François-Xavier Lalanne, two major French artists who are famous in the States for the last 20 years, maybe, around. They have a lot of important collectors, architects, interior designers, especially in the States, in Asia, and in Europe for sure. We think that we had to bring to this TEFAF. TEFAF is particularly high-style art fair, and the collectors of New York and all around the States came and visit TEFAF. It's a very important fair for us and for all the American exhibitors. We brought here a masterpiece by François-Xavier, the husband. Claude she's the wife, and you have François-Xavier, the husband. This bird, it's a rocking chair, you can see. And this rocking chair was created in 1974 by François. It's made of stainless steel and copper. It's welded by the artist. It's a unique piece, unique work. And it's a very rare work we could bring here from Europe. And it was during 30 years in a very good private collection. So it appears now on the market for the first time. François-Xavier Lalanne is famous because he created works that have a use, sculptures with a use. So you have hippopotamus bar, you have a rhinoceros desk, and you have the rocking chair bird. So that's the story. So I think it's an important moment, and it's very important to be in New York, because New York, they have the best collectors who understood work of art, and we love to be in New York anyway. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Aljoscha. I'm the artist, Ukrainian-born artist, living since 20 years and working in Düsseldorf, Germany. My studio is based over there. I'm exhibiting worldwide, making public interventions worldwide, as well as large-scale installations. The field of my work is Bioism. Bioism is not only biofuturistic aesthetics, but also ethics of biology called bioethics, as well as philosophy of the paradise engineering. Paradise engineering is an attempt of contemporary biological, biotechnological, and synthetical biological sciences to create not only new forms of life and the ethical basements, but also to improve our world, to make us happier. Therefore, this art meant to be a pathway to another life forms, as well to be a pathway to happiness, which we are so much lacking in our life. Our species must be improved, and this aesthetics meant to be kind of prophecy of the possibilities which we could obtain during biological revolution. This large-scale installation, called Phylogenic Utopias, Bioethical Bliss, is about biofuturism and bioethics. Our society develops towards utopia from utopia evolving our dreams. So what we have here is a large piece consisting of over 30 sculptures, Bioism sculptures, made of acrylic glass and set together, forming a large superorganism. Bioethics is a new ethics which is opposed to be confronting our social-centric ethics, where the rights of all animals, all living organisms, and even created organisms should be valued, not over our human rights.